Grand Rising, wonderful souls. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I do have some messages that came through. I've got quite a few, as I said in my last reading. And I'm going to check them on the phones on this time. Or ever the scope getting, I don't know, 15 minutes into a reading and then realising that my microphone was off. I have to check. The messages that came through are talking about your root chakra, aligning them with the words "you are safe" or "I am safe." Bees, honeybees and bumblebees seem to be a big thing at the moment. I am falling asleep at the moment to the sound of hives. Like, I actually listen to the AMSR and it's wonderful. We do have the meanings here. So for bees, it's wisdom, rebirth and hard work. Blessings, the cosmos and love for you. Okay. The cosmos is love for you. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Bumblebees are hard work, productivity, fertility, new beginnings, and the importance of community. Sunflowers are coming up again. Follow the sunflowers, the number 555, and write a letter goodbye. So let's see what would like to come out on these. I'm going to ring my bell. If you have any type of sound sensitivity, please turn down your listening device in 3, 2, 1. You want me to go over there? Okay. Let's have a look. I haven't used this deck in a while, so it'll be nice to see. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. Thank you for supporting the GoFundMe also that I have going on. If you're unaware of the GoFundMe, it's been running since mid-2024. It is for a very small independent dog and cat charity. So it's for street dogs and street cats in Sri Lanka. And this tiny little charity, the reason why they're so unique and the reason why I have picked them is that they actually cover the entire east coast of Sri Lanka. And if you pull up on the map how big Sri Lanka is and you look at the east coast of that, they're covering all of that. These street dogs and street cats are not taken care of by the government. There is no funding, there is no extra support whatsoever, there's no neutering, and that's the biggest issue, is because there's no neutering of the animals, their populations just multiply and multiply and multiply, and they are dropped off at this shelter daily. So really their aim is to neuter and then rehabilitate the ones that need to be rehabilitated and then get them adopted. Okay, if that's something that you would like to help out with, have a look down below. Okay, because the thing is as well, even donations, if you can't afford to donate, that's okay. Just take that link, copy it, send it to as many people as possible. It will really help. Now let's have a look at you are safe. Honeybees, sunflower. 555 is about change though, isn't it? It's definitely about change. And we have the 6th of Raphael coming out. Embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children and childhood is coming through. And I love that because when you think of sunflowers, or when I think of sunflowers, I think of the sun card. And the sun card usually depicts sunflowers in it. It's about growth. So we have a lot of growth coming through for someone here, but it's an encouragement here that that growth happens when you are tapping into your solar plexus, into your inner joy, into your inner wisdom, into your inner child. You also have here, what's he holding? Yellow flower. Now look at that. I don't believe in coincidences whatsoever. You also have here the six of Ariel in reverse. Material needs are fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Now, was that supposed to be upside down? No, I've been told to put it back. Okay. We had 2 6s, but let's see what else would like to come out for this reading. 5 of Michael in reverse. So that says the situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So someone here knows that there is maybe a situation, thought pattern, form that isn't for you. It doesn't serve you and you're not releasing it. You may be holding on to something here, or you may be working through this. And there's an encouragement to keep doing so by connecting with your inner child. Not everything has to be woe is me, and I am not in any way, shape or form disregarding or dismissing the way that you heal. It's just that your guides and maybe even your angels are letting you know that there is a softer approach that you can take that will get you the same results, if that makes sense. Especially as it says on, was it this one or the other one, talking about not looking at the result. It's not about the result. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Now I'm going to pop that one out. Okay, it's very interesting that we have that right next to the inner child with the "you are safe," and that's all to do with the root chakra. Is about childhood as well, because we don't have any other chakras until I think it's like ages 8 through 10. I think that's when we start to build and create our other chakras, which means everything is seen and collected and held or transmuted through the root chakra from the ages of 10 under. So that's your inner child. Your inner child telling you that you are safe. What do we need to know about this? What do we need to know about the inner child, please? Thank you. You can be free. 8 of Michael. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. So there may be something here that is trapped in someone's mind. And I was kind of touching on that earlier. And there's a need to take the hand of your inner child. Sunflowers. I feel like sunflowers are following this group, and if you haven't been seeing sunflowers, you are going to see a lot of them very soon. And just pay attention to what it is that you're thinking about, the music you're listening to, who it is you're talking to, what you're talking about, because we've had a lot of mental body energy come up so far. But you can be free is saying that there is a way for you to release this. There actually is a way for you to release this. That is easier than you think it is. And it comes through wisdom. There's something about following the bees as well. Maybe someone needs to listen to bee ASMR like I have been. Because with it comes wisdom, rebirth, hard work, blessings, and that the cosmos' love for you. There's something here about being given something. It's almost like someone here needs a real big sign to know that they're on the right path, or they need a really big sign for them to go, oh my gosh, okay, I've been looking at this it's not the wrong way. I've been looking at it through hurt eyes. What is the sign then? What is the sign? Because I saw someone kind of move back as a bumblebee was in front of your face. That's a sign for someone. And it doesn't have to be in front of your face. It could be that you're watching a movie or a program and there's a character and a bee or a bumblebee comes towards them and they go, what's the sign that you would like? Okay. King of Raphael in reverse. It says, yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once, follow your creative passions. The sign is already with you because the sign is you feeling unsafe. This is almost like, look, you've got an exciting new challenge. You already have the sign. There's something here that is making you feel uneasy. And I don't know if that is, it's something mental and emotional. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. If somebody here has stopped following their creative passions, or if something has happened in your life that has made you deviate from what you would usually do, because it could be, you know, loss or grief, a breakup. It could be no longer talking to a specific person, family, friend, colleague, whatever that may be. If you're asking for a sign or you're getting frustrated because you don't see one, your guides, your angels, your team of highest light and resonance spirit is saying the sign is with you already. Because if you are not feeling safe, that is your kind of like white flag or even red flag. That's where you should be looking. That's what you should be not so much focusing on as it is, because the energy I'm getting is that the more that you focus on it, the tighter it gets wound around you, or the tighter it gets wound around someone. And it's not saying to ignore it either, but it's knowing that if there's uncomfortability there, that's where growth, that's where you're growing. That's where you need to allow your roots to kind of, you need to be repotted in some way. You need more space. And in having more space, you'll be able to connect better with your inner child. Now, the Page of Michael has come out, so that's the Page of Swords. Truthful, perspective, analytical, and blunt. And it says on here, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. I feel like there's information that you are going to be able to assimilate better when you have... Why do I keep hearing a different point of view? Why? Tell me more about this. And we have Page of Raphael, gentle, loving, dreamy, and open-hearted. A new emotional situation. Messages regarding relationships or social invitations. Great intuitive insights. Now, this card, when it came out, it actually went onto the table upside down, and it twisted itself round to here, and then I picked it up this way. And the reason I didn't pick it up in reverse is because I feel like whatever this new experience is that's coming in for you, and it's like a physical experience, like a tangible one, I mean, it's going to help you heal something in the present that may have been affecting you from the past, if that makes sense. Because this embrace your inner child, I don't know if this is a pattern of behavior. Again, like I said, I don't know if this is somebody that is no longer in your life. But it's something that could stunt your growth if you focus on something within it for too long. The fact that I talked about, you know, you needing to be repotted, I don't know if you outgrew someone or outgrew something, and because of this you had to move away, move forward, distance, because there's a rebirth that's happening to you. I feel like somebody is definitely going through some sort of dark night of the soul or some sort of metamorphosis here. That bumblebee, hard work, productivity, fertility, new beginnings, and the importance of community. If you feel like you don't have a community around you, or you don't have people around you that are trustworthy, there is something new coming in for you, but you have to be open to it actually coming and welcoming that in. Because if you're not open to that coming in, it's going to fly past you. It's like that bumblebee coming forward and going, you're one of us. And you going, ah, and it flying away. And you missing that opportunity. And I don't feel like we can completely miss our opportunities. I do think that we can delay them though. We can delay them when divine timing is going, hey, this is for you now. And we're there batting it away going, no, it's scary, it's dangerous. And I think this is the reason why it's important that you are connecting in with your inner child. And embracing it, embracing the fact that there are going to be new friends coming in, or new people that may be a little bit scary if you are so used to having a bubble around you, especially if that bubble has kept you protected from like unwanted people. Okay, we have the Knight of Michael, which is the Knight of Swords. Strong, committed, intellectual, and diligent. Now this was in reverse. And it says, time to move quickly, choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. I feel like whatever this new experience is for you, there is a need for you to process at a pace that's important to you, but not at a process that will hinder this coming in for you. Because there's a difference between I need time to just process this information and I'm going to actually hermit away until it's gone. We've got perspective coming out underneath. Now, that's number 12, condensing down to a 3. So we're looking at Gemini. We're looking at our communication skills. We're looking at how we assimilate information as well. Looking at things from all sides. Archangel Chamuel is the archangel for your inner child, which I love. So this archangel is coming in to give you guidance, because it says there's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. There you go. You also have a situation has ended. You are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. And I did have on there, write a letter goodbye. So whether this is to a person, a place, an experience, a memory, someone, is not putting it to bed. It's not, you know, sweeping it under the carpet. there's a need to gain closure in a way that you may not have been able to gain closure, because if the person is no longer with us, let's say that it's a person that's passed away, if you're no longer speaking to a person, if it's a job where you don't feel like you would be safe in a safe working environment to speak to them in that way, and time has passed and you're no longer at that job, for example, there's safety here in being able to express yourself through journaling or through writing it down or just speaking to yourself in a mirror, because all of those modalities give you the space to gain the closure that you may need. And I feel like I keep getting pulled back to the inner child. There's something here with it really healing and soothing a part of your inner child that maybe was never heard, or maybe never cared for. And I don't know what I'm grasping just yet. Whatever this experience is that is from your past that you have had to move away from, or that has moved away from you, you are safe to express yourself, even if it's just to yourself. And in doing so, it opens up this door, completely opens up this door. You may not feel ready for this door to open, but it's divine timing is what I'm getting. It's divine timing. Tell me about perspective, please. Tell me about perspective. And I'm just seeing, as I was talking about perspective, I saw the Six of Raphael, this one with the children sitting in nature. And I saw like the little boy, like wave the green flag and go, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. So I think there's something here with someone's perspective that is ignoring the inner, the child within. How we react, and this is my understanding, not fact, but my understanding is that the way that we react to certain outside stimuli is very indicative of what part of our inner child has either been nurtured or has been ignored. And by us, I'm not talking about by our parents, our caregivers, by us, because we house our inner child, we house our inner teen, we house every single version of ourselves within us. And our parents, our caregivers, yeah, they had one flipping job, and a lot of the time they fail. It happens, right? And I'm not saying that in a dismissive way. It's just that we all have inner trauma. We all have inner child trauma to a certain degree. But after we move away from those who create the trauma within us, we then become the caretakers for our inner child, both the wounded and the wondrous. And it's up to us how much we nurture them, how much we heal them, or how much we allow life to get in the way and for us just to react to certain things, and then we forget about our inner child. Why is my back so itchy all of a sudden? Give me one sec. There was a part of my back that I just couldn't reach, and I had to get my pen and give it a really good scratch. But it's almost like that. It's like having an itch that we don't scratch, and then after a while we forget that it's even itchy. That's your inner child. And I don't mean to, like, you know, can just take your inner child and squish it down into like an analogy like that. But that wave being flagged, that flag being waved, is a way of your inner child saying, don't forget that even if you're looking at something from a specific point of view, if you feel like you're being very rigid about it, or you feel like, well, there's nothing I can change about that. Well, you know, take a moment and imagine that you're speaking to your inner child about the exact thing that maybe you're holding on to now in this instance. So whatever it is, whether that is that job, that person, whatever it may be, do you think that maybe it's triggering a wound, and the way that you could be responding is a way in which that trauma was created in the first place? And it's not saying that you're creating more trauma, it's saying that you may be acting from it. And I say that with love. I am not judging you in any way, shape or form. I'm just a vessel, and I'm just giving you the messages. It's how you react to those messages that are important, right? Your inner child is waving and saying, don't forget about me, because the whole reason that you may be acting in a specific way is because of me, the inner child, and I need your help right now. Okay, who needs to hear this? Who needs to hear this specifically, please? So we've got the Six of Michael in reverse. The Six of Michael, the Six of Swords, is usually about, it's moving away from the energy of conflict. Or it could be repairing something after being in conflict, and this is mental conflict, because the Five of Swords talks about how we have these battles in our minds. It can also be a battle of wills with other people, but it's what we take from that after an argument, after a pushing and pulling of wills, and then how that can take up space rent-free in our minds, constantly keeping you up. You could dream about it, think about it, have imaginary conversations of what you would have said instead of. And I just had one of these fall off. Hello. So that being in reverse is the opposite, isn't it? That's the energy of like holding on to a certain perspective, as we have here, on the ending of something that may be holding you back from being able to either see a bigger picture or be able to actually connect in with a specific part of your inner child that's waving that flag. Because it says here, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. Now, I've got a weird one. What is that beep beep? 1 second. So there was a weird beep beep happening. And obviously, everything that happens in a reading for me is a sign, synchronicity, message of some sort. I do think that there it is again. There's a guide here that is coming through. You may get, I don't know if somebody gets a lot of like, nope, it's not this. Somebody may get a lot of like electrical disturbances, or may start getting electrical disturbances, whether that's like lights flickering, can hear it again, beeping happening. Pay attention to what that sound is when you're thinking of specific things, because I feel like you may have an animal protector coming through. This Six of Michael has a dog, randomly just has a dog in the boat with him as he's there almighty with his sword. He's like, rah! And there's a dog just chilling out, chillaxing, right? There is going to be some sort of message, sign, synchronicity, because someone here is either ignoring the signs, because the signs are with you already and you're being told to open your eyes. And I know that sounds rude and I don't mean to be rude, but you're being told to open your eyes, open your ears, open your heart, listen, feel. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel, and it's upside down. And I'm putting this next to the perspective card, okay? Because it seems like I heard not listening to me. Someone's not listening to me. You're not listening. Someone is really stuck in the storms of their own mind, that their inner child is waving this flag. Because I feel like there is a group of people or a group of energies that are ready to work with you or ready to bring in this massive blessing. And I've already repeated this and I feel like I need to, but you're not going to see it if you are only focusing on here. Okay. And we have the Ace of Gabriel, a gift of passion, opportunity and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing. A sense of wonder. When I took it out, it came out upside down, but I knew instinctively to turn it this way. There is something beautiful coming in. But for you to see it, you need to see it, which means seeing yourself. And I don't know what this is for you, but there's so much yellow. As much as we have the root chakra, root chakra aligning, you are safe. Everything underneath, except for the letter, is about like summer and yellow and the solar plexus and the inner child. So there is a need. Maybe someone needs to start wearing yellow. Two of Michael in reverse. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analyzing a problem, find a compromise, and that was in reverse. So it's like you've made a decision, or your inner child has made a decision. There's a need here, I think, for someone to take the approach when it comes to whatever it is that you are working through right now, in the same approach you would when you were 10, when you were 8, when you were 9, because there's a surefire kind of just knowing. When we are children, things are black and white. There's no grey in between. You either like something or you don't like something. You want to go or you don't want to go. I'm your friend, I'm not your friend. You know, I've hurt my knee, ow, it hurts, now it feels better, I can go and play. There's literally nothing in between. It's just, that's it. And there is a need for someone to make decisions right now. Not saying that you need to make decisions in like a way of no logic, but there's a need to have a little bit more clear cut in your decision making and reasoning, the same way you would when you were younger. Okay, because someone here is just replaying something over and over and over, and your inner child is going, hey, 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 come over here. Because it's not just the wounded inner child that lives within you, it's the wondrous as well. And you're being told to invite both. Invite both. Can I get one for the 5 of Michael in reverse? Thank you. What have we got here? The Chariot in reverse. Determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. So with this 5 of Michael, and it says, this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach, upside down. This is the 5 of Swords to the Chariot in reverse. This may be like learning something. I don't know why I feel like someone's learned something about themselves, about people around them. And it's King of Michael has been open, principled, rational, ambitious, respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. That's why we've got bees coming forward. Bees may actually also be a sign for you. And I know I said that before, like just seeing a bee in front of you, but it could be patchwork, I heard, or needlework. It could be crocheted. It could be on television. It could be on people's bags, clothes, whatever it may be. If you keep seeing bees, this is also a sign for you. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. There you go. You can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. There may be a conversation coming forward. There may be a conversation coming forward. Look, time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action, and need for detoxification. So someone here may need to go on like a YouTube ban for a week. Or they may need to, you know, come off of social media altogether. You may need to, something to do with what it is that you're putting into your body is also heightening the way that you feel. So it could be what you're listening to, what you're eating, the way that you're sleeping. There's a need here there's a need to detox and write down how you feel. There's a need to detox and write down how you feel. Now, writing a letter goodbye doesn't have to be, and I think I already said this, you don't have to send it to the person. It can literally be that you write it down and you burn it, or you write it down and you keep it. But you've got the space to get the clarity and the, almost like the closure that you wouldn't have got if you hadn't put down how you feel. Kind, understanding, giving, and psychic, Queen of Raphael, follow your heart. A love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. Okay, so someone here could really, really benefit from doing automatic writing. If you don't know how to do automatic writing, it is where you connect in with your angels, with your protectors, with whoever it is that you see as the oneness of all. And once you feel protected, you write down a question, or you write down what it is that you want an answer to, and then you close your eyes and you get yourself into a meditative stance. So it could be listening to music, prayer, whatever that may be for you. And then you just write, and you write with your eyes closed. Do it open, but usually with it closed is a good idea. And you don't wait to form a sentence. You just write down whatever comes to you. It may be letters, it may be words, it may be shapes, it may be images. You write down whatever it is, whatever the shape is, and then afterwards you read what you see. The more that you do that, the more connection that you will get with the divine, with your angels, in being able to kind of uncover certain things that may be hidden in your shadow that consciously you can't find. Now we have the Two of Raphael here, yeah, and it's in reverse. The two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love, and it's upside down. So this is talking about a decision that you may have made to walk away from something that really imbalanced you relationship-wise. It doesn't have to be romantic-wise, but relationship-wise. And you have a message coming through from your inner child. Your inner child wants to help you gain clarity. And because I kept thinking this is just from your angels. This is your angels, but also your inner child. Your inner child wants to kind of lead you through this. Doing some automatic writing could really help. And for others, it's listening to messages that come through music. Three of Michael, release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. Here we go. Yeah, this is definitely a message of love coming from the cosmos, but also from your inner child. Your inner child wants you to know that they love you. And I think they want to hear it back. So this letter, a letter goodbye, doesn't actually have to be just towards somebody that has broken your heart or you've moved away from. It can also be a letter to your inner child, to the part of your wounded inner child that maybe has held a lot of power over your life or life decisions. And that letter could be a letter of love as well as of, I'm now letting you go. You no longer rule my life, for example. And you have the Five of Raphael here. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. Let me pop that one there. Let's change decks. Okay. What deck would you like me to take out? All the way over there. Give me 1 second. Okay. And I've got the song... I'll rise up, I'll rise through the pain, I'll rise up, I'll rise... I don't know all the words. I don't know all of the words, but it's about rising back up again after tragedy. I can't say the word. After sadness. And look, we have Mercury coming out. The awareness of many thoughts about or from many words. I don't know if you got to express yourself in this instance, in whatever it is that you're going through right now. Because when I was setting up for this reading, and I can feel like my throat going wobbly, this is not my emotions. But as I was setting up for this reading, I could feel like this well of emotions, this well of information or words that wanted to come up and just blurt themselves out. So there's something here with not being heard or not being listened to, or just not being able to have the conversation that you'd like to have. And I'd said before about maybe there being communication coming through. Now the communication coming through can be with yourself. I am not getting so much that there's another person coming through that wants to have a conversation. And if that does happen, it's really up to you how you kind of work through that. Whether you close the door and say, I don't wish to have that conversation, or you do for your closure. However, I feel like even if there was someone that wanted to come forward and have a conversation with you, working with your inner child now is really important, because it's going to help stabilize something here, and it's going to change someone's perspective. And it's not talking about how your perspective will go from I do not like that person, or that person harmed me, to oh, I like this person now even though they harmed me. No, I feel like there's something within, there's a lesson within that your inner child is trying to show you, especially if somebody from your recent present is triggering an emotional wound in your inner child. Because it's showing that something from your way past is still affecting maybe the decisions or the people that you're allowing into your life. And I don't say that in a negative way in any way, shape or form, because the letter goodbye is letting us know that we're at an end of a cycle. We're at the end of this cycle. Your inner child wants to come in and walk you through this, help you through this, so that you're able to gain the closure. Because I feel like somebody is resistant to even looking at it because they get too angry or they get too vexed. And I would never tell you that you have to look at a wound within yourself when you're not ready to do so, okay? Do it at your own pace, but do it. There's something here about doing it. It doesn't matter how long it takes you or how little you look into the shadow because it's too overwhelming. No, I'm not a therapist. I cannot tell you how to do that for yourself. But one baby step is better than no steps at all. And one baby step every day is 645 steps. Have I got that right? You're going to be in a completely different place to where you are now next year, okay? Those little movements, those little bits of looking into the abyss of ourselves will change you, and for the better, especially if you're doing it at your own pace and you're doing it because you want to heal. Because there is definitely this opportunity coming in, this blessing coming in, and you may not be having to do this by yourself. This is the thing. With this, the importance of community with new beginnings coming in. Now, before I go, I wanted to get a couple more cards out. And look, we've got Archangel Michael, the root chakra. You are safe. You are safe. Let me see what else would like to come out on the table, please. Thank you. Live out loud, action, and don't let pride get in your way. Now, live out loud is in reverse. So it's almost like this is a whisper. It's a secret I heard. It's a whisper. It is something that, I don't know why I'm getting that there's something here that has snaked its way through so many experiences. Maybe you thought you'd healed all of that already, but if you are safe as coming up, you've kept quiet about it, or you haven't been able to speak about it. This is some sort of quiet realization that may be coming to you. We have action. So we were talking about that. Do it. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to be every day. But there is a need for you to do this. A new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. I feel like the minute that you choose to connect in with your inner child on something specific. I'm not saying that you don't connect with your inner child. There's something very specific right now. The minute that you do that, you're going to get an invitation of some sort. There's some sort of invitation that's coming in, this new beginning, where you get to meet a community of people that are just your people. They're your people. They are your people. The people that you've been looking for your entire flipping life. But that only happens when you start looking within at something specific. Don't let pride get in your way. It's upside down. I don't think it ever will. I don't think somebody here is very prideful. I don't think in that way. You also have here Saturn. Someone's going through their Saturn return. Be realistic about, be concerned about, you must wait before you can. I can feel that. Anything else, Spirit, before I go? Anything else? Ooh. Okay, it's to do with family. This is for someone, it's to do with family. And look what comes out. Root chakra. And show the world the real you. The card that fell on the floor. Let me do a bit of chair yoga. One sec. It's family in reverse. So this is connecting your inner child into family experiences from the ages of 10 under. But we started with the root chakra aligning you are safe, and we end with the root chakra. It says here, the frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. Doing so, looking into this, is what is really going to ground you into being seen by the right people, by the right communities, by the right just spirits, the right, you know, you have to show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius, exactly. Aquarius is all about connections, community. I love this for you. I'm going to leave it here. I really hope this has helped you. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.